Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at creepy real life stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. My family has tons of weird paranormal stuff, but the one I actively think about had nothing to do with ghosts or anything. My best friend vanished in like 4th or 5th grade. Her whole family just up and left without warning. Got a phone call from her months later saying she missed me and she was safe, but wasn't allowed to give any details. Someone came in the room and she had to hang up. To this day, I have no freaking clue what happened. Every now and then, I try to find her on social media. No luck yet. They don't have social media at all? That's rare. Wow. Like, I could search someone up from my primary school and I'd find them instantly on Facebook. Wow, this is kind of scary, isn't it? Like, she just disappeared and she moved. Her whole family moved. What happened? Oh my gosh, I want to know what happened. Maybe something happened and they had to move and like hide or something. Maybe someone's after them. Oh! Worked as a night auditor at an old hotel. It was around 2 a.m. and I get a phone call from the phone room, which is supposed to be closed. I pick up the phone and answer, and all I hear is very heavy breathing. I hang up the phone and check the cameras and know the lights are on in the pool room. So I go down the hallway to kick whoever it is out. But as I get close to the glass door, it is so cold I can see my breath. The door is completely fogged over and all the lights are out. I open the door and the light above me comes on because they are motion sensor lights. I am looking around but I don't see anything. Then the light comes on across the pool from me but nothing is there. Then every light in the path begins to light up around one side of the pool as if something is walking towards me. I ran out of there so fast and locked myself in my manager's room and stayed until sunrise. But the worst was yet to come. I had played it off in my head as bugs causing the motion sensor lights to go off. I was telling my manager about my experience so he would get a good laugh. When I told him about the phone call from the pool, he didn't laugh at all. He asked me if I was 100% positive the caller ID said pool room, and I said, yeah. Then he told me there hasn't been a phone in the pool room for 30 years. I told him there was no way because that would be physically impossible. He told me to go look for myself. I looked and there was no phone. I'm so scared right now. Confused me because I didn't believe in the supernatural at all before that. But to this day, no matter how many ways I try to rationalize it, I just can't. It is completely unexplainable. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Okay, so they got a phone call from the pool room and they heard heavy breathing. And then when they went there, all the motion lights turned on as if something or someone was walking towards them, but there was no one there. That's so creepy, man. Man, why does it always have to be like hotels though? Oh, so creepy. Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps when it was like, but there was no phone in the pool room. Maybe the manager experienced something like that too. That's why he wasn't laughing. You know. 1988. We were renting a refurbished house that was part log cabin from the 1700s. Yeah. I just feel like anything from like back then, yeah, I don't trust that. Oh my gosh. Was on the John? What's that? Was on the John? On the John? What does that mean? In the bathroom when I heard 3 very loud knocks on the wall beneath the bathroom window. Nada. 30 seconds later, it happened again and again. Nothing outside. Later, wife and I decided to plant some stuff beneath the bathroom window outside. And 4 inches down, we hit a concrete slab. Turns out the bathroom used to be entranceway to the log house. So who's knocking on the door? Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. So scary. I don't like this. Stayed over at a friend's house. In the middle of the night, I woke up to what sounded like someone walking in the attic above us. Thought nothing more of it and went back to sleep. Wake up and on the ceiling were footprints in a perfect circle around his light bulb as if someone was walking upside down around the light. Showed it to him and he just shrugged and said he thought his house was haunted, but it didn't bother him. That was 30 years ago and I still remember it like yesterday. So like basically a ghost was like walking on the ceiling. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, I keep getting like these random, like scary. Sometimes I wish some of these were like just pranks. you know? Like maybe his friend made the noises in the attic himself, right? And then when they were sleeping, they decided to like put, I don't know, some flour on the shoes and like, you know, put it like this around in a circle just to screw them, right? I hope it was. Okay, I'm scared. I was 20, staying with my husband's friends in West Palm Beach. In the middle of the night, my husband screamed. I opened my eyes and there was a dark figure of a man standing at the foot of the bed. He stood at my husband's feet. I screamed and leaped out of bed, hitting the wall like switch. The figure was gone and our friends were banging on the door. It was very strange that we both saw the exact same thing. I remember like reading something similar to this. So many people see this, like a dark figure at the end of the bed. And it's obviously not sleep paralysis if they both see it, right? So scary. I don't know, man, I'm scared. I live in a beach town and one of my friends had just got back to her parents' house for the summer. So I went over to hang out for a little while. Since it wasn't late when I went to go home, I figured I'd take the long way home to drive along the bay for the view of the stars and the lights of the ships waiting to go up the river. When I got to the road that runs along the bay, I realized I wasn't going to see anything because heavy fog had rolled in, which is super common in the spring. This road is a 25-mile-per-hour road with a beach and trails over the dunes on the left and houses on the right. I was driving along the road with pretty bad visibility with how foggy and dark it was. All of a sudden, from my left, I see a figure coming up the dune and towards the road. I slammed on my brakes hard enough to skid a little because I thought it was someone coming off the beach to go to the house across the road. It had the shape of a woman in a long dress, but I couldn't see any facial features. When it got to the middle of the road, the figure, it just floated up at an angle and disappeared. There wasn't a beach access trail where I saw it, and I can't figure an logical explanation for the way it hovered and took off. I was stopped and watched it until it disappeared, trying to figure it out. It freaked me out pretty badly, honestly, and even 5 to 6 years later, I can still picture the way it moved like it was yesterday. So scary. I don't like. Oh my gosh. This wasn't creepy, but very strange. So I came home from school one day and I was unpacking my bag. I accidentally dropped a sandwich that I hadn't eaten earlier out of my bag, and when I bent down to get it, it was gone. Someone stole their food. I looked all over the floor and no sandwich. It just disappeared into thin air. To this day, I believe that sandwich went to the underworld. Yeah, the demons were hungry. They took it. Oh, this one's a funny one. Thank you for one funny story. One night, the door to my room started creaking open. Like half inch at a time. If I would look right at the door, it would stop. But when I look at the book I was reading and back up, it would be just a bit more open. Finally, it was almost wide enough for someone to walk through. So I said, "Stop it," in a commanding voice as I could muster. And it stopped mid-creak. 160-plus-year-old house. Everything creaked. I was almost too scared to go to sleep that night. I know for a fact that no one in my family was home that night. Oh my gosh, that's even scarier. Oh my gosh. That's so scary. Oh, I don't trust doors. I don't trust doors, okay? I don't trust anything. When I was about 10 years old, I fell asleep under the covers. I woke in the middle of the night to find the covers off and neatly folded and placed just above my pillow. I'll never understand this. My best explanation is that I did it while sleepwalking. The problem is that I never folded any sheets and do not have muscle memory for it, and that I have no history of sleepwalking before or after this night. Wouldn't this be like their parents doing it then? But why would their parents do that, right? Wouldn't they want to tuck the kids in or something? Like, why would their parents be like, you know, I'm gonna take the covers off my kid and let them be cold. Freeze. Me and my father have a pretty easygoing relationship. We love to joke with each other. One day, I saw him walk out of his room and go to the bathroom. I remember waving hello and he waved back with a smile. Moments later, I see him walk out of his room again, and I tell him, "Dad, I literally just saw you walk to the bathroom a few seconds ago." As I mentioned the easygoing relationship, he must have thought I was joking, and replied, "Yep, I have now unlocked teleportation abilities." Obviously, I knew that this was impossible. For some reason though, I never talked about it. All I know is that I saw something go from one place to another, and it interacted with me. And it smiled too. It waved back and was like, "I'm your dad." scary. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.